Hello people YouTube, how are you today? It's me, Abby, and today I have a very special video for y'all. I know I say that every video, but you guys need to know every video is special to me. So today, guys, I have a full face of Believe Beauty makeup. I have always wanted to do this video since Believe Beauty came out, but here's the thing. There is like literally no Dollar Generals where I live, because I live here in Yuma, Arizona, and the only Dollar Generals we have are in the foothills and in Somerton. And if you don't know, those are far away. Like, one of them is about like 15 miles away and the other one is 8 miles away. Fair to say, I went to the 15-mile one and I picked up as much as I could. I ended up spending $100 on all this stuff, guys. Like, literally $100. I do have a full face except for eyebrows and mascara. I just could not trust myself getting a mascara for some reason, because lately I have had a few reactions to one and it kind of scared me, because literally a couple weeks ago went on this mascara train where I bought a ton of mascaras and was trying new ones out, and I had a reaction to one of them and I was like, okay, I need to stop doing this, because like my eyes are important. I'm already blind, so I don't want to go more blind. So I am going to substitute a mascara today and substitute eyebrows and eye primer. But other than that, we do have a full face right here. I literally bought everything, even 2 different foundations to like test it out on me. So before we get into it, I am going to just do brows real quick and prime, and I'll be right back. I got my eyebrows on, my eyes are primed, and I have 2 Believe Beauty eyeshadow palettes. I think I'm going to go into both. This one is called Nearly Nude, and this one is called Love Struck. And I think I'm going to use both today because, like, here's the thing. There's not a lot of mattes in here. There's, like, 2 or 3. Usually, like, 2 per palette, and the rest are shimmers. So I am going to go into both, but I will let you know which one I am going in with. Starting off, I'm going to go into Love Struck right here and just blend it in my crease. So how's everybody doing? It has been a crazy couple days for me. Like, I am so tired right now. I wasn't even gonna film today, but I literally need a video for next week, and I don't know when I'm gonna be able to film again, because, like, how do I explain this? If you guys don't know, I do work 3 jobs. I am a nanny for my sister. I work as a security guard at a place, I'm not gonna say where, and I help my sister on the weekends clean my dad's shop. That one depends on which weekend, because it's not every single weekend. But if you guys don't know, recently I started working for my sister full time. I wasn't doing that before. Before, I was working at my other place as a security guard and just going back and forth with my sister, and she was working off my schedule on which days I can watch the kids. And then on the weekends, depending, if I had off. But we made a deal that I was going to start watching the kids full time and working on my other job, because my other job's part-time and my hours are varied. I never get the same hours twice. So I let them know, like, I changed my availability, and they accepted it. So you know, I'm going to be dipping into this color right here. It's like an orangey brown color, and just putting that in my crease too. Yeah, I officially started working full-time, and guys, I have been so tired lately. Especially the last couple of days, I don't know how to explain it. I haven't been sleeping a lot. Here's the thing. If you guys don't know me, I never sleep in the first place. Like, I have the worst time trying to fall asleep. Like, it'll take me like an hour to like sometimes 2 hours to fall asleep. And I'm that kind of person where I can't have any light, I can't have any sound, or I won't fall asleep at all. And if I try, I'll be up for like 3 hours. So like, when I try to go to sleep at night, I'm not even joking, I will literally just be up for those hours just staring at a ceiling, and I go crazy. And the last couple of nights, my teeth, here's the thing. 3 of my wisdom teeth are coming in right now. 1 already popped out, so the other 3 are coming out at the exact same time, so it hurts like hell. And this one right here is pushing against these teeth, so like it's like pressure, and I just can't sleep at night when I feel that. And also, I have a crack in my tooth right here, and I've had that since high school. And just recently, like the last month to 2 months, it is starting to hurt when I eat. And I finally made a dentist appointment, but it's not until May, and it's, So like literally at night, I'll probably get 4 to 6 hours, and I've always been used to that, but it's like 4 to 6 hours, not consistently. It'll be like, when I fall asleep, I will wake up every few hours, and I'll drive myself crazy. Like, I'm like, Okay. Okay. So this is how it's going to be today? I'm going to go with the same brush and go into this purple shade right here and just deepen my crease with it because this orange shade didn't show up as much. They are pigmented, but I'm not sure if you can tell. They kind of blend into one color, and also it's kind of fading away already. So like I understand they're like this was like a $5 eyeshadow palette, so I'm not docking it too many points, but I just wanted to let you know. But yeah, like I haven't been sleeping, and like the last like 4 days has been even worse for me. Like I swear I wasn't gonna film, but I needed to because again I need a video for next week, guys. Let me explain. Here's the thing. Besides my teeth, 2 nights ago, I was woken up after before I get to this part of the story. I just want to mention when I usually go to work, I am so used to going to bed already late at night. Even if I go to bed at like 9 o'clock at night, I'm still not gonna fall asleep until like midnight or something. So sometimes I just stay up until I feel tired, just so I'm not bored. And I've been doing that the last couple of nights. And here's the thing. I went to bed 2 nights ago already really late. I went to bed at like midnight because here's the thing. When I get done watching the kids or when I get off work, I never have free time to myself. And when I get home, you know, I would like to be in the living room because this room is hotter than hell and the living room is cool and I just want to watch TV or something, but my mom will be watching TV, so I just want to wait when I have time to myself. So once she goes to bed, I will be in the living room for like an hour, 2 hours watching TV, just hanging out by myself just so I have a little bit of me time before I go to bed. I regret it that one night because I go to bed and it was already late, it was midnight, and I am being woken up at 3 in the morning by Kit. Here's the thing. I love Kit, but when I'm being woken up, I turn into a different person and I kind of turn into a monster. Also, I'm going in with this color right here on my outer V. Like, I'm not gonna lie, if you wake me up, I get very, very angry. And I hate to admit that. I'm just like, I get so groggy and I turn into like the devil. I literally turn into a devil. So I was like, when I heard her meowing at first, I thought she was just being annoying because she has done that before where she just wakes me up at 3 in the morning being a little crackhead, running around because she's awake. And I'm like, Kit, oh my God, shut up. I am asleep. I am trying to sleep. But that night, it was just going on. And I'm like, oh my God. And I even threw a pillow because I'm like, oh my God, Kit, shut up. Because at first she's just like, meow, meow, meow. Like it was a normal meow. And then it became this weird demon cry, like I can't explain it. It was art, like it was like it sounded like she was in pain, and I'll tell you why right now. Here's what happened. When I finally heard this sound that sounded like a it sounded like she was choking, like gagging on something. I finally was like, okay, what's going on? I fully woke up when I heard that because I knew something was wrong, and I turn on my flashlight and I see her laying on her side throwing up, like full on laying down, like on her side throwing, and I completely like freaked out, and I'm like, Mama, what's going on? She stood up right then there when she finally saw me, but she was literally like, there was throw up all over the floor, and I started freaking out, and I'm like, Mama, what's wrong? And she was just like still making that sound, so I picked her up and I went out front so she can throw up out front, so it wasn't like all over my carpets and my floor and stuff. And I sat with her outside, and I'm like, and she threw up a few more times, and I sat with her, I'm not even joking, outside for like 2 hours, just like, what's going on? I was gonna bring her back inside, but she threw up every now and then. I wanted to make sure she got it like out all over the system, but I was freaking out thinking that like she did something really wrong. I'm gonna go into this shade right here too. Here's the thing, like I obviously knew something was wrong when that happened, but I because it was so late at night, I didn't really know how to handle it. It was like 3 in the morning, and I did not, for some reason I didn't think to like wake my mom up. I thought I could handle it because when we went outside, she threw up a couple more times, but she was acting fine. She stopped crying, like this devilish cry. She was still making that gross throw up sound. Okay, this shimmer is not going on with a brush. Fingers are where it's at, guys. But yeah, for like 2 hours, I sat with her outside, just like on my phone, listening to music, and just like petting her and stuff. And finally, after 2 hours had passed, and she started acting fine again. Like she was meowing fine. She was cuddling next to me, rubbing against my leg, like being her sweet, cute self. And I tried to get her back inside the house. She did not want to come inside. I'm being serious. She did not want to come inside the house for Jack. I was like, come on, kid, come on. And she was so adamant about staying outside. By the way, she is in here now, and she's eating her lunch. So if you hear her eating, I'm sorry, but I'm going to keep going on with the story. But she would not come inside, and she ended up just walking away from me. And I'm not going to force her inside. She doesn't want to come inside. And so I ended up coming back inside, and I went back to bed. It was already 5 a.m., and I had to be up in 2 hours to go watch the baby that day. And I had the worst luck trying to get back to sleep because I was so worried about her. I was so scared. Like, I honestly thought for a second that she was going to die that night, and I could not handle it because she's literally, I've had her for like 10 years, guys, and she's like my best friend, and the thought of losing her, especially now with all the shit I've been through lately, I cannot handle that. I honestly could not handle that. But it's been 2 days now, and she's perfectly fine. She's acting normal. What I think is that she got, when she was outside the day before, she ate too much grass, and it just was upsetting her stomach, and she was throwing up. That's why, because she doesn't go outside that much. She usually stays in the house, so I was thinking that was the problem. She ate too much grass. Like, I honestly just thought she ate too much grass, and that was the end of the story. She was fine when I brought her back in the next morning. She was waiting at the door when I woke up. Like, I literally, right when I woke up, I didn't get dressed or go to the bathroom. I went straight to the front door and brought her back in. And she's been fine ever since. But because of that night, I did not get really any sleep. It was about 3 hours because, like, again, I went back to bed, but I could not fall back asleep. I was so worried about her. I was like, oh my God, is she okay? And she's, like I said, she's fine now. But because I didn't get sleep that day and I was watching the baby, I was like kind of cranky. That it was bad. Like, I had to watch the baby, and the thing is, when I watch the baby, I watch him literally all day. I watch him from like 7:30, 8 a.m. to 5:30, 6 o'clock. So I watch him for like a full day work, and I watch him like full day's work. And the thing is, my sister had asked me, like, because she was gonna pay me extra that day if I can watch him because they were gonna go to the car dealership because they got a new car. And I said, yeah, of course. You know, for some reason I thought, okay, car dealership, they're gonna look at a car, they found a car they wanted, they were gonna do like the process and stuff, they'd be back in like 2 hours, you know, like that's what I thought. Before I go on with the story, I have 2 of the Believe Beauty foundations. I know that this is like the most popular item people have talked about when talking about Believe Beauty, and I got 2 shades. I got Linen and I got Shell. I think that I'm gonna go on with Shell because Linen is more of my like winter shade, and Shell is kind of what I am right now. Maybe I need to like 1 shade darker, but I feel like this is gonna work perfectly. This is still a little light for me, but it'll work. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, this foundation looks amazing on my skin, even though it is way too freaking light. But it is blending great. And it looks good on my nose, guys. It's not peeling up. Back to my story. Here's the thing. I am used to watching the kids for long hours. Like again, I watch them usually 7:30, 8 a.m. to 5 or 6 at night, you know? And I love these kids. They are my nephews, and I treat them as if they were my own children. I literally love them to death. I love them to death. They are my world, but don't get me wrong. I need time to me too. They can be a handful. Especially when you're dealing with a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old, guys. Like, it could be a lot. And also the fact that the baby that day did not get a proper nap. Because here's the thing. He takes 2 naps. He took his first nap, and he was perfectly fine. His second nap, though, he needs to take it because my sister has this rule where the baby doesn't sleep after 5 or he will not sleep that night. I completely understand. Because of the fact that I've had to deal with him at night and he didn't sleep, and I was driven crazy. So, like, don't get me wrong, I get it. Guys, the tip of the applicator just broke off. How the fuck am I supposed to... And it's too dark, so I have to go in with a different concealer anyway, so I'll be right back. Lucky for you guys, I have the new Tarte Shape Tape Ultra Creamy Concealer, so we're going to try that out today. Y'all, I'm really liking this so far. It doesn't feel that different, but this looks way lighter than mine. This is a fair, and my other fair is just a teensy bit darker, so they're not completely the same, but I don't mind it. It feels nice. Now I'm going in with the Believe Beauty. This is the translucent powder, but it's kind of yellow. Don't get me wrong, I am more on the warm side, but like translucent is translucent. I usually expect a powder like to be kind of colored, but this is like fully colored, so I'm just letting you know. And we're gonna set my face. Yeah, it does have color, guys. Do you see that? It darkened my concealer. Like, I'm gonna use this all over my face, but I wanted you to see that it darkened my concealer. That's a no-no for me. I don't like my concealer being darkened. I want full brightness, not dark. And I'm iffy on powders anyway. Like, I only have like 3 powders that are like my top favorite, which are Coty Airspun, Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder, and the Wet n Wild Photo Focus translucent powder. Those are the only powders like I actually really like. Let's get back to my story, because like I feel like I have just been blabbering on the last like 10,000 years. But here's the thing. My sister was gone way longer than I thought she was going to be. Like, I thought she was going to be gone about 2 more hours than expected. No, she was gone for 4 more. I ended up watching the kids till about 10 o'clock at night because of the fact that the car, just them getting the car took forever. And I know I'm using a lot of powder. Shut up. But here's the thing. It wasn't just me and the 2 boys. Like, my nephew Zayden, he's crazier than crazy can get. But because the baby didn't have a proper nap, he didn't have a proper nap. My grandma came early to drop my my nephew off, Zayden. And she usually calls me, and she forgot to call me this time around, and she knocked right as I got the baby to sleep. He was only asleep for like 20-ish minutes, and he's used to sleeping anywhere from an hour to 2 hours, so like 20 minutes just wasn't long enough for him. And because he has like this limit of like when his naps are gonna be, and he wasn't able to have a nap after the 5 o'clock rule, he was just cranky that day. And then also my nephew, he has friends in the neighborhood, and I said it was okay for him to bring his friends over. Here's the thing. One house has 6 kids, and all 6 kids were at the house. The other house next door, they had 2 kids. Those 2 kids at my sister's house. And then, for the piece de resistance, my nephew's best friend, she's right across the street. She was also there. So in total, I had about 9 kids, including the 2. So like I was like dying because, like, you know, here's the thing. They're jumping on the trampoline, playing with the hose, and they're making a big water mess, having a great time. But then these kids are running back and forth to do check-ins, and they're getting the house all wet, and I had to clean that up, and I'm having to tell them not to run in the house. And then one kid slips and hits his head, and I have to comfort him and take him back to his mom. And it's like this whole big thing. Like, you know, you don't get me wrong, you're gonna get exhausted from that. I was exhausted from that. You know what really sucks? I really like how this powder looks on my skin. It's not exaggerating any pores. It doesn't feel dry. But it's just where my concealer is that it looks terrible, and I'm wiping it off, and it's still leaving this dark yellow cast where my concealer was. And that's the one thing I don't like about it, guys. It's not good around the eyes. Like, you know, you want to brighten your eyes, and I look like I have jaundice. Again, I'm an idiot, and I forgot I had cream blushes, and these are new. Sorry, but don't worry, I got powder blushes. I have 2 bronzing powders right here, and they're both shimmery, and I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I fucking hate shimmer bronzers. I wish they had a matte one. But when I'm looking at them, this one seems a little too warm, especially because my foundation is so light. So I think I'm gonna go in with this one, and I'm gonna just do a light bronzing today. But back to the story. I know I keep going back and forth, back and forth. I'm almost done, I promise. When my sister finally came, she brought food for me too, so we ate at her house, and when she finally dropped me off, it was about 10 o'clock at night, and I had to shower and do like my skincare stuff, and my skincare routine takes like 20 minutes for me to do it. So when I finally got done, I literally laid in bed, and I'm not even joking, for the first time in a very long time, right when I hit the bed, I fell asleep because of how exhausted I was from watching the kids and the baby not having a proper nap and having to deal with his fussy butt. Also, I take it back, this bronzer, don't get me wrong, there is a shine to it, but I don't mind it. I still don't prefer shimmery bronzers, but it doesn't look bad because here's the thing. My favorite Physicians Formula has like a sheen to it, but it's not like a shimmer. It's like a sheen, like that glow from within. This has little like not glitter specks, like shimmer specks. So that's why I don't really care for it, but it doesn't look bad. It is blending very nicely. But here's the thing. Again, because I haven't been able to sleep lately, and I'm hot, I literally just can't sleep. I was still waking up like every fucking hour because I was high and I wasn't comfortable, and I had to get up for work at 6 a.m. You know what I hate? I woke up 10 minutes before my alarm clock. 10 minutes. And I thought, I'm not going to try to spend that 10 minutes trying to fall back asleep, so I stayed up and just got up early. But I was angry because I had to go to work today. I'm so happy I don't have to work tomorrow. I finally have a day off to myself, even though it's Easter tomorrow. But yeah, like, I went to work and, you know, dealing with the people there, it can be hard. So yeah, that's my crazy story about like why I haven't been able to sleep. I know I went freaking crazy, but like, I'm being serious. Like, sleeping lately has been terrible because like I have to get up at a certain time every single day, literally every single day, like 6 to 7 a.m. I have to be up, and I naturally just wake up at those times now. But because of the fact that I need that like hour or two to myself, and I just naturally just can't fall asleep until very late, I'm getting like 4 to 6 hours of sleep, and I'm exhausted. Like, if you saw at the beginning of this video, my bags were crazy. Now that that story is over, let's get to some blush. I have these palettes right here, these face palettes, and this one really colorful blush, and I kind of want to use this one today because, don't get me wrong, I have these peachy blushes already, and I kind of just want to go out there. I want to see how this one looks because it's so pretty. I don't have a blush this color, so this one is called Wink. Also, everything so far has been really good. I haven't hated anything besides like the powder because of that yellow cast it left under my eye. Like, I don't really care for that, but nothing has been bad so far. The eyeshadow's faded a little bit, but it doesn't look bad. I feel like I just need to deepen this eye again because this one has like more depth, if you can see. And also the concealer, guys, I hate that it broke on me. Like, why did you have to do that? I wanted to give you a chance, and also you were too dark. I don't understand why the foundation range is pretty decent, but I literally bought the lightest of the lightest concealers, and it's still too dark for me, even with this foundation. And it's their own foundation. I'm sorry, but like, can we do something about that, please? Guys, I think I just have bad luck because my highlighter is broken. The highlighter I really wanted to use. I'm not going to go in with a broken highlighter, so I'm going to go into the Get Glowing Highlight and Contouring Palette in Light Medium, and I'm going to go in with the highlight right here because I'm sorry. I can't do broken highlighter. I have to fix it because I'm the person, I make a mess of everything, like literally everything, and I can't handle it right now. Y'all, this highlight is actually really pretty. I don't hate it. It's not glittery too, because I thought because it's like these are all under $5 that it was going to be more of that glittery, chunky highlighter. Like, don't get me wrong, it feels a little bit on the dry side, but like, look at that sheen. It's very cute. I like it a lot. If it seems like I'm moving my neck around, guys, I'm sorry. I messed up my neck a couple days ago, and it's just been hurting me a lot lately. I've been really messed up, guys. Like, a couple weeks ago, I messed up my shoulder from falling with water bottles, and there's this giant bruise right here. It's been about a month now since that happened, but my shoulder, like, don't get me wrong, I could still move it fine, but like every now and then it gets stiff. And my knee, oh my god, my knee, that's a story. I also have these like little shimmer pot things. They're called glimmering gels, literally glimmering gels. And I got two. One of like this little pinky burnt orange color, like a little bit natural, and then the super bright champagne. And I want to add that to the eye because I feel like the eye is a little dull, so I'm going to add just a teeny bit. Completely took over the other eyeshadow, but it is gorgeous. But here's the thing, guys, with my knee, I'm just gonna give you the short version because I feel like I've been talking forever. But I hit my knee on the side of my sister's bed, and it popped out for a second. I pushed it back in, and it hurt like hell. And for like a week straight, it hurt to bend my knee, do anything, walking kind of hurt. But it's been a couple weeks now since that happened, and my knee feels fine, but it only hurts if I'm like kneeling or if like I'm bending down to pick something up, but I have to bend on my knee. Like, for example, if I drop something on the floor and I like can't reach it, so I have to get on my knees to do it, like that's when it starts to hurt. I'm gonna put mascara off camera. Okay guys, I'm gonna go off camera and do mascara. I do have some new mascaras. Like, I finally got my hands on the F-proof mascara. I'm just gonna say fuck-proof mascara from Jeffree, and I've tried it once and I didn't really like it, but I'm gonna use it with my primer right now, like my eye primer, because I feel like I don't like mascaras unless I have my eye primer. So I'm gonna do that off camera real quick, and then I'll show you what I look like. I'm a little mad because I bumped my eye with both mascaras. I'm going to clean that up right now. But I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't really care for this mascara that much. Even with my primer, don't get me wrong, my lashes are length. And I do like how it does separate my lashes, because that is one problem I have. My lashes do not like to separate. So I think that, don't get me wrong, how do I say this? I don't like it by itself, but I think I'm going to use it with other mascaras. Like, if I see, like, one mascara, like, it's clumping up, they're sticking together, they look spidery, I'm going to go in with this one to separate them, because I do that a lot where I like to combine mascaras, and it's not my favorite, but I do really like them on my bottom lashes. Here's the thing. As you guys know, I don't do my bottom mascara a lot, and that is because of the fact that my under eyes, one eye has lashes, and the other one doesn't. That's literally it. And this one doesn't. So, like, there's certain lashes that have it and then that doesn't. Like, I don't know. Like, not my favorite. It does look really pretty, though, on my bottom lashes. I will not lie. So, like, yeah, this isn't my favorite mascara. But I do love it because, like, it's a whip. And, oh, I'm going to get into a lot of trouble with this. Like, not in a sexual way, guys. No. But I just like to be an asshole and fucking hit people. And I love it. I love the design of this. Jeffrey, you did a good job. I feel like nothing could beat my Pat McGrath mascara, but, you know, it's good. I don't hate it. It's not a bad mascara, and for, like, $23, it's pretty cheap. It's, like, a normal price, and I like it. Okay, guys, I have 3 lip products. I only bought 3 because, like, I was already going overboard with everything else in the store, and I got one everything. 1 lip, 1 gloss, 1 liquid matte. I got this brownie, kind of orangey nude lip. This pinky shimmery gloss, and something I'm not used to, I bought a red lip on purpose because I thought this red was just too cute not to give out, and I think I'm gonna go in with this today just to have like a more of a like sultry kind of sexy moment, because even though I'm not gonna go anywhere, I can still look sexy, right? Also, I wanted to talk about something real quick. I know I've been talking literally this entire video, but I got a new tattoo recently, and I forgot to mention it the last, like, 3 videos. I got a crocodile right here. It's for my love of crocodiles. If you guys don't know, I freaking love crocodiles to freaking death. Like, you can ask anybody, I love crocodiles. And also, it kind of reminds me of my great-grandmother, because when she used to watch me when I was a baby, in order to calm me down, she would put on the Crocodile Hunter, and Steve Irwin is my literal hero. So, yeah, this is for that. And then also I got one on my back of a heart with the anime crying eye, and that one is literally just for my love of anime. That's it. And I didn't even mean to get that one. I just thought it was cute, so I thought I was going to get it, so I did it. I did. I just thought I should mention that. So I'm going to go with the lip. I am going to go with ColourPop's Whoop-Dee lip liner, just to, so I don't mess up, and also just to give it like a darker moment. So yeah. Why does shit like this always happen to me? Because you guys know, once red gets on, it ain't gonna come off. So I'm gonna have to take off all my foundation and fix that right now, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I am fixed. I just wanted to let you know, it took me about 5-10 minutes to fix up my chin, to take it off, wipe off the residue from the makeup wipe, touch it up, blah blah blah. And I'm not gonna lie, it layers over itself quite nicely, like, for real. Like, you can still see where it is, but it didn't leave, like, do you ever, like, when you put foundation over foundation, you can tell, like, you can obviously tell, like, where it has been layered over and it doesn't look cute. This, it looked great, and I added more powder and bronzer on it, and all there is like that little pinky hue from the bronzer, because the bronzer is, like, a little bit, kind of has a bit of a pinky tone to it, but it looks really cute. Also, just wanted to let you know, this liquid lip is super comfortable, but it definitely does not dry down all the way. Like, let me show you. Like, if you want, like, a super matte liquid lipstick, you're not going to get that of this, because it's been, like I said, 10 minutes now, and it's not fully dry. It has, like, kind of a matte look to it, still a little shiny, but it's really cute. I really love this type of red, like, this ox blood color. Like, it's adorable. Before we go, I wanted to kind of just show off the gloss, because I ain't going to put the gloss and the other lipstick on, obviously, but here's the one, and it is just, it's like a sheer pink color, pinky coral. It's cute. And then this lipstick, this would look cute too with this look, because it's kind of neutral. Also, don't mind my swatch, but, like, isn't that cute? It's a little bit on the sheer side, It's not fully opaque, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with like different lips lately, like matte, glossy, sheer, non-sheer, ombre. I kind of just don't care anymore. Okay guys, we are at the end of the video. I have done everything, tried everything on, and to be honest with you, so far, I really like everything. Like, honestly, the lip feels nice. The eyeshadow is not bad quality. Like, for $5, like, yeah, it's not the best eyeshadows I've ever used in my entire life, but it looks really freaking good. Like, look at that pigment, and don't get me wrong, it has faded off a little bit, but can you really tell that much? The blush, guys, the blush, one of my new favorites, the blush and bronzer, I was kind of surprised about because I didn't think I was going to like it, but it's really good. The highlighter it's not my favorite highlighter, but it's good. It's not bad. Also, this is an awesome foundation so far. I can tell that I am going to like it because when I look at my skin super closely, I literally have no texture. I look freaking Photoshop right now, and I love it. The Jeffree Star mascara, as I already told you, it's meh. Don't really hate it, don't really love it, but I am going to continue using it. Obviously, I did buy it. The concealer is a no for me. I'm still mad because I'm like, I don't understand. Like look, I'm going to have to get it off through that little tube now. Like, nah. And it's too dark. And it oxidized. The little drops I did put, they oxidized. And they were still there. And I had to go over it once with my Tarte Shape Tape Ultra Creamy Concealer. And by the way, that concealer, so far, I don't hate it. I want to try it out with my favorite foundation and powder right now because I feel like this powder is, I don't really care for it. I don't like it. I love how it looks on my skin, but my under eyes, like, look, there's still that dark yellow cast. Like, it doesn't look bad. I don't look bad, but it's just like, why right there is there like an oxidation or this bright yellow color? But on the rest of my face, you don't see it that much. I honestly wish they had this powder like actually translucent, because if it was actually translucent, I would be giving this powder the biggest thumbs up ever because it looks amazing on my skin. But just because of my under eyes, I can't approve it that much. I can't really approve it unless you're just going to use it on the perimeter of your face. Just to let you guys know, I'm only going to do one check-in at the very end of the day when I'm done. It's already late. It's about 6 o'clock at night, so I'm going to probably do this like right around 11 to midnight. But I'm just letting you know, that was my final thoughts. So if you're watching to this part of the video, I understand. Have a great day. I know I was talking a lot. So yeah, I'll meet you at the end.
Hey guys, it is currently 11 o'clock at night and I am very sleepy. As I told you in my very long story time today that I haven't been sleeping well and I am getting ready for bed right now, but I just wanted to show you the check-in. Again, you know what is weird? My face always looks better hours after I put my makeup on. Like, it's like the little oils I do get make me look better. And I look great. My eyeshadow though has like, you could see it slightly, has creased just like the ittiest bittiest bit. The lip has not come off at all. I haven't eaten anything in those 6 hours. In fact, I need to eat dinner before I go to bed because I really haven't eaten that much today. But it looks good, and like my nose looks good. Everything looks good, and I'm kind of surprised that I liked everything. The thing is, the concealer is still a no for me. The powder, I hate that I love it. I love it, but just not under my eyes. You could still see that yellow cast that it did leave. But I feel like I look really good. My blush and bronzer have faded throughout the day. You can definitely tell. And I have developed a little bit of a sheen. So if you're somebody, but not enough to where it's a concern, like that disgusting Shein foundation when I first did my Shein review. But I feel like this foundation literally could work for any skin type. Because I am super dry. I'm combination dry to a little bit oily. And like my nose gets really oily, but like it's not that shiny and it's like a cute shiny. The rest of my face gets really dry and you could tell like it doesn't look dry. And it looks so good. I approve everything besides the concealer and the powder, guys. The powder is not a no for me. I just recommend don't setting your under eyes with it. Even though it is like a setting powder. So like if you use it on the rest of your face, yeah. But get a lighter powder for your under eyes. So that's where I'm going to leave it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Remember to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. Click the little bell icon to see more videos from me. And also check all my links down in the description below for all my socials. I've been posting a lot on TikTok, guys, and you really need to be checking that out because a lot of videos, I've been putting in the work, guys. The work. So, yeah, check it out. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys have a good night. Bye.